and I'm going to show you how to make my hair tonic. You'll see it on my Esty store thing. I do it in 2 ounces, and believe it or not, I do use this. The benefits of it is it's quite simple. Let me swap me around so you can see. What I do is, my hair's got it in it right now, is you're going to get your circulation going. My hair is thin right in this area. I have real dry hair. It breaks bad. I have this here. I want to show you. This here is where I'm just running my fingers through the treatment. You want to leave it in an hour to 3 hours. What I do a lot of times is, since I want my hair to grow out a lot, I pull it back in a ponytail. I take my hair, I divide it out, I rub the oil through my hair on both sides, get it in good, and then I pull it back in a ponytail. And then this here, I simply just take it, and then I put a bobby pin up in here, or you could put a bow or whatever if you got, you know, decent bangs. If you want to wear a hat that day to kind of cover it up and leave the treatment in a little bit longer. And then later on today, I'll wash it all through it and stuff, so it'll benefit my hair. Now, it depends on your nationality, your skin tone, and everything. Now, I use several different ingredients. So, here is how I do it. This here is two healthy scoops of coffee. I have about a teaspoon of cayenne pepper, a tablespoon of ground cayenne pepper. This here is what the mixture looks like once it's done. I use this here because it's dark. I have my avocado oil, and you know that stuff's not cheap to buy. So then you have your olive oil that I use. I don't use coconut oil for anything because a lot of people are allergic to it. This here is bio oil that I use. This here runs about $12 for a 2 ounce, so it's not cheap. So, but you see here, it's got vitamin A and E, it's got the lavender, rosemary, it's got face and body, it's non-greasy, it's rapidly absorbent, it's suitable for sensitive skin. So this here is really, like I say, this is around $12 for just 2 ounces. This here runs me anywhere from $14 to $20 for a bottle. Same deal here. It's not cheap. So what I do is I put this here. Here is my oil and stuff I put in here. And then I want to put my coffee in there. All my ingredients in here. Put all that in there. And then I'll heat this here up. This here will be heated up. And then once I heat it up, I'm going to put it in this container. Once it cools down, I'll put that in there, and then I'll finish filling it up to about 2 inches from the top, 2 or 3 inches from the top. Once it cools down, I'm going to add my bio oil in it. So it's not a cheap hair tonic that I use. I want something that's going to benefit me. So the thing is, it takes about 2 weeks for me to prepare all this. This here is what it looks like after 2 weeks of setting. You can see some things sitting in here. Now, the thing is, too, you do not want to get this in your eye, if at all possible. So I'm going to set this over to the side. Most people say, no, 24 hours you can. Now, the first batch I made just for my use, I tried it, and I let it sit for 8 hours, and it works great. This here will work even better because it's going to infuse. You could use it, you could put it in right into the container and do the water treatment to it, or you can put it in a pan and heat it up that way, but you got to be careful when you do it on medium. So, and then once that's done, I'm going to take the whole contents and put it in here. I use this because it's black and no sun will get into it. So once it's done, then I'll just simply pour it in there. And I let it sit for 2 weeks before I filter it out. And this here is my overall hair tonic. So I'm going to put, this here will be on the store. That, and again, like I say, here I put on the back of the label the ingredients here. Like I said, this is not cheap when you think about it. Just 2 ounces of this here is around $12. So you can see right here all the vitamin contents in it. I have enough to make one more, I think, or two. Yeah, I have enough to make 2 more of these after that. So yeah, this here lasts me quite a bit. So like I say again, this here is is my personal recipe I have developed for the hair tonic that I use, and it's a very good, high quality. Again, like I say, use the avocado oil. I use avocado oil, and I use olive oil. So, and I use my bio oil. I do not use coconut oil. I do not use sunflower oil or anything in that area, because a lot of people are can be very allergic to it. So it's pretty warm. You can see the difference in it already here as it's set right there. I'm going to let it cool down some. Then I'm going to add the rest of my oils and stuff in there into it. You can see the difference here as I pour it. Look here, see the difference in the coloration, the thickness. So I will pour some clean oil in here in my bowl. I will pour clean oil in there and rinse it out and try to get as much of this out as I can. Now the thing is, when you use the hair treatment, do not get it in your eyes. I mean, it's going to burn. You got to wash it out with cold water. I've gotten it in my eyes a few times, my own fault. But again, like I said, I could tell the difference. I mean, it's oily. So if you have extremely dry hair and it brittles and it gets here, this is good for the ends and stuff. It's good for the scalp area. You leave it on 1 to 3 hours. You can add a lot more and then go in. And sometimes all I do is I'll go in there and just strictly rinse my hair off and leave the oil in there and before I go to bed, and then leave it in there all night. And sometimes I'll leave it in all day. It just depends. It's getting to be damp and it's cool out there, and then you got the sun. You can see the difference here. This end always wants a frizz. There's still a little dryness to it, so I'll probably add a little more oil to it. So this here is my personal recipe of hair tonic that I make. Again, it'll be on my store site, so check it out. This is Life Prepper here saying be safe, be happy, bless you all.